He's like crying about not having sex with her. And
I'm doing everything I could do for you. And you wouldn't want to have sex with me. Like, what am I supposed to do? Are you crazy?
But
Are
then
you
it turned into like
crazy?
a monologue about how nice he is.
So what, you supposed to snatch the pussy? What, you supposed to grab her by the pom-pom? Hello, hello. Welcome on in. It is your girl, Intisar Eleanor. I am here with my beautiful husband, Joseph the Conner, and we are back on the Conner's couch. How's your week been going, Joseph?
It's been going. It was a busy week, crazy week this week. So looking forward to not doing anything tomorrow.
I mean, nothing. Like, I just want to lay in the bed until like 3 p.m.
Literally.
We are super excited. It is our baby's first Halloween, so I'm super excited about Halloween. It is my season, like the Spooky Yuki season. And what better way to kick off the Spooky Yuki season than with a very scary, a thriller like none other. Love is Blind season. I don't know what the hell this is. This is the spooky. They timed this so perfectly because they found a way to put the ghouls and the goblins together for this cast in Denver.
They really It's a lot of scary characters.
It's very scary, very spooky ooky. Okay, and I just want to get right down to brass tacks. Even though I hate that saying, I think that's rooted in racism, actually.
Oh, somebody look that up. Let us know.
Yeah, look that up, guys. I think I'm right. Y'all know I know a little something, but I could be wrong. If you done been here and you've been commenting and doing all the things and you ain't subscribed to this Mimi Tatum channel, we beefing, okay? And if you've been here, hey cousin, how you doing, boo? I hope you're having a great week. But otherwise, everybody else, subscribe to this Mimi Tatum channel because it's free, okay? And buy us a goddamn coffee. We parents over here, we trying to figure stuff out.
Yes, right. Buy us a coffee.
The first couple up is Allie and Anton. Allie is a beautiful gold digger from Denver. And Anton is a Russian. Is Anton Russian, y'all? Or did I make that up?
No, they had a whole conversation about Anton being
Oh, he is Russian, right?
Russian.
Actually, he's one of the men I like, actually.
Yeah, he's cool.
And I like him because of the ghouls and goblins. He's like the nice gremlin. Y'all remember the gremlins? And they had the nice, cute-looking gremlin with the brown and white fur? That's him. He's still a gremlin.
What?
He just got brown and white fur.
I don't know what she talking about.
You never seen the Gremlins?
I don't think so.
Oh, my God. I grew up in a household where all we did was watch movies and stuff, so I get it. Do y'all remember the Gremlins? What was the gremlin name? Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Anton.
How about that, baby? Good job. So Anton I really like. He seems like a really nice guy, very well adjusted. He meets Allie. Allie definitely wants somebody to take care of her, but what I like about her is that she kind of just sneaks it in. It's never like overt.
No, she's pretty chill. I like her. I mean, she doesn't really do a lot. In the pods, it doesn't feel like she said a lot. And he kind of lucked up because
he lucked up.
She's probably the prettiest woman on the show.
She's one of the prettiest women who's ever been on this show.
Like one of the most like unproblematic, knock on wood, so far. Everybody seems so crazy, and it might just because she doesn't give you a lot of content. Like she doesn't say a lot. You know what I mean? But so far, she's had the least. You know what I mean? Dramatic exchanges.
I agree.
I would say.
And I think she's. Okay, so I think she has a regular, for her look, right? She has a regular idea on life. How do you expect me to look this amazing and you not take full care of me? And Allie, I could not agree more. Nobody should be that good looking and having to worry about things. And I really do believe that. As a woman who I find myself to be that bitch, I think that you too should not have to be worried about things. He should be going out there, and if he got to go out there and sell ass to figure it out to pay your bills, Ali, that's what he just got to do. And that's just simply how I feel about them. They were really unproblematic. I have nothing else to say. They were like one of the first people to get engaged, right?
Yeah, they were. That's why they were almost
The first.
Forgettable because it happened so early and it wasn't a lot of drama in it. They kind of projected that or gave us a preview of like some of their drama, like they get back home and everybody has these real world issues when they are not on vacation anymore. It seemed like part of hers is going to be she's messy, which join the club, Anton.
Because
So
when you
who
got a
knows?
bad bitch, who is a clean bad bitch? I mean, not clean. I'm a clean bad bitch.
See, and that's what it sounds
But
like.
I'm not a messy bad bitch. I mean, I'm a messy bad bitch, but I'm not a
And it's no, you have it right. And I think that from what the little that we saw, it sounds like cleanliness is the issue.
Oh, I don't play like that.
Cause he said
I'm clean,
he said
but
something
I'm
like
messy.
you just come home and like don't clean up your stuff and hey, and she was like, yeah.
But you know what the year was too? Brokey. Don't ever come for me like that, okay? When you got the money to be making sure somebody up in here cleaning.
No, cleanliness has nothing to do with tax bracket.
But I'm
you should
saying
never
that's what she's
clean
saying.
your shit.
But the way she said yes made me feel like, and you broke. Don't you ever ask me no questions.
No, I don't think
You're
that
not
was
even
it
in
at
the
all.
tax bracket to ask me to clean shit up.
I think it was that they talk about how the dating pool today is sour because people don't know how to cook, they don't know how to clean, they don't know how to wipe their own ass, they don't even take regular showers. But a lot of these people live by themselves, so then you meet them and you don't know that they're not taking regular showers or cleaning up after themselves. And I think that's what it sounds like. This is about to be a precursor into some of those issues.
Random. I know we only got a certain amount of time here, but random. I was on TikTok. This young woman describes her life before taking showers every day. She said I appreciated her vulnerability because she just was like honest. She was like, I would go have a full day, go to Pilates, do all these things, go to work, and she would probably take a shower like once every other day.
That is
Right?
diabolical.
But she says she was on Shower Talk. Shower Talk is a big thing on TikTok. And it's because you are like, it shows you all the good products you could be using, the different tools, consumerism, right? She starts utilizing all these things. And now, hindsight being 2020, she cannot understand what in her brain would ever make her think that not showering every day was like the smart thing to do.
It's crazy. As an adult who goes out in the world every day and you work out in the world every day?
Yes. She would go to Pilates, then go straight to work.
Oh my God. That is gross.
But she was a palm color princess. And I was just appreciative that she was honest and that she was vulnerable because some people wouldn't tell you that. You know what I mean?
Don't tell me that. I'm judging you immediately.
No, I was proud of her. So shout out to her for
I'm
getting
proud
it
of the
right.
people who take
Getting that
showers.
filth up off her back. Okay. Probably was driving her crazy. Probably cured her ADD. But let's talk about Madison and Joe.
This was funny.
What's up with Joe, y'all? Joe saw Madison and was sick.
Yeah, but
And not in a good way. Not in the you'll need your EpiPen kind of way.
But the EpiPen comment was so diabolical. But Joe handled it better than what's the girl name? We'll get there. But I thought he handled it better than her, the girl who was gaslighting the Asian guy, Patrick, whoever, Casey, I think, Casey and Patrick. We just started, y'all.
Good job.
At the crux of this is people moving too fast. That's really what this is. You can't meet somebody, be all in love with them, claim that you are, obsessed with them and they are your person and you never even been around them while they were drunk before. You don't even know if you can take all of them.
But also, what is such, and I mean this with all due respect, right? Drunk people are annoying. Yes.
No, some drunk people are annoying. And you need to know if you're with your person, if you can be around them drunk. Because some people cannot.
As a recently, unpregnant woman, being around drunk people when you're not drunk is not
No, when you're not drunk, yes. But everybody was drinking here.
But everybody was drinking. But that's what I was going to get to.
Yes.
That's what I was going to get to. You're on a resort. What did y'all expect him to do?
And it was an open bar, clearly. Everybody is like, him and the other guy is just having fun trying to figure out what they was going to drink next. Very clearly so.
Literally. But before we even get to them let's talk about him in the pods. Or at least when he sees her, she is very forward, Madison. And And sometimes I kind of love that for women, like be who you are and be honest about that. But they had a conversation in the pods about their ideal date. And I thought that she was kind of like leading the conversation. Oh, she's a Leo. That explains it all. That explains it all. It is nothing wrong with this woman. And I could not figure out why I could not jive with her spirit. And it's primarily because she's Leo. And I love Leo women for themselves, but Leo women be intense. And she's intense. Like the way she was acting.
She said she went on 44 dates last year. So that's something that you can.
You know, I love when a woman does that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might meet her and like her.
I'm certain I would. That's not many women I don't like. But on here, I found her to be intense. And I found.
She was intense, though.
And I felt
But also, she came across as sweet to me. Like intense and sweet, if that could be the same, they could coexist in the same place. Like she kind of seemed like, I think she would be a nice person.
Yes.
But also intense.
But I also think that she's more annoyed with Joe's behavior as a reflection of her. She's not actually annoyed with Joe's behavior. Joe being drunk is not really the problem. Joe embarrassing you while he's drunk is the problem.
Yeah.
But he's not actually doing anything that is embarrassing.
Right.
You're just embarrassed because you have a persona or whatever that you're trying to curate.
But also, I believe some of that is being caught off guard. Like, I think if you had been around Joe before and you know that this is how he is when he's drunk, you're not even as thrown off. It's not as much of a dramatic interaction between the two of them. But because this is a new relationship, this is y'all first time really around each other, and now he's drunk and this is your first time around the drunk version of him, I think a lot of it was that like fish out of water thing, because but everybody does this, not just people who meet in the pods and then get engaged. Everybody is very quick to like, this is my person.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
it's so performative.
And then it's like, you haven't even experienced, I won't even say all the sides of this person, half of the sides of this person.
Yeah.
You haven't even, have you been around them when they were sick? Do you know what they're like when they're upset?
We know they're not. We know they're not going to experience that.
Do you know what they're like when they're drunk? I'm just saying, slow down then. Slow down. Don't be calling this person your perfect person. And you don't know if they're your perfect person
but I think,
when they're not 100% their best self / representative.
Right. Because also, Joe's been drunk and led me into strangers' apartments.
Not regularly. She's.
He be doing stuff. I could tell when he's so drunk.
Most people don't know when I'm drunk, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Zar knows because she's my person. But most people, I'm not a sloppy drunk. I'm not a belligerent drunk.
He's not.
Most people don't know when I'm drunk.
You really aren't. Or you're not
Zar's
a fighter.
Just very used. She just knows. She knows.
Joe is in control of our lives when we're like, funny story. And I know we only got certain about when I was pregnant, we go out, right? So we're out. Not first. I probably was far along. I probably just didn't tell people yet.
Yeah. We was a little bit
further along. And we're out. And everything that could happen that night happened. I
know.
Joe's phone died. For some odd reason, our auto pay on our cell phones didn't work or go through or something. And like it was like the perfect storm.
It really was.
Mind you, he's drunk. I am sober. I could not figure out how to solve this. Nothing I did. I'm like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? Like, I could not solve the problem. That's how I turn my brain off. So I know when he's like really messed up, like, I have to turn my brain on. Like, he has led me into like random people's hotel.
But this is not that. We have to tell you that story one day. It's not
the time. We don't got the time. It's a lot
tamer.
But he literally is like out of control. He want to party all night, and I'd be like, "No, we have to leave." Oh my God!
But the problem is, this Joe from Love is Blind is basically like just ignoring. He's not really doing, like you said.
I didn't think he was doing anything major.
He's not really doing anything wrong. He's just doing things that she's not used to.
I think she's a Leo. I think he's doing things that messes with her image.
Yeah.
And I think that's evidenced by the fact that like I'm gonna just walk away, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like, oh well, then you come and take me somewhere. Like it's like she's trying to curate a moment.
Yeah.
And because he's drunk, he can't go there with you.
He's like, girl, what's wrong with you?
But that's their entire life, trying to curate a moment. But in real life, Joe does not like her. He was trying to find 50,000 ways not to call her big back. And it was really
awkward.
She ain't even that big to me.
But
she's a regular sized woman.
But he said that he typically dates a smaller
skinnier woman.
So if you
he did
date
say that.
smaller regularly, she's big for you. I get that. You know
but he acting like she's an ogre, like she's Fiona.
But
he like,
but it's
is he not like that?
No, but it's all relative. I remember dating a heavier girl that at this point in life, I'm like, she wasn't that heavy. But for me at that time, she was massive. Like, she might have been Madison size, maybe a little smaller. But at this time, I had not like when we were in high school, Zar used to joke about how she was a skeleton.
I was skinny.
She was like very, 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 very small, right? I hadn't really, Zar became my type like very quickly. Like, you know what I mean? After high school, everybody I dated, I was trying to figure out how I can recreate Zar when we were not together. You know what I mean? So if you're used to dating that, Madison is big to you.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay. I think you're cute, actually. And I think you wear sexy I think she's sexy. Like,
she is cute.
I think she's cute, too. But something about her is really exhausting. But Joe was incoherent.
Wasted. He wasn't
like...
But also, Madison, like, some accountability for you. Don't keep, like, trying to...
She was trying to make a moment.
You're running into this wall. Like, he's obviously drunk. Give him some water and send him to bed. And then have a night, you know what I mean? Have a conversation with him the next day. Because then she comes home and then y'all know not to argue with drunk people.
Right.
So she comes home and is trying to have like a coherent, legitimate, you know what I'm saying, conversation with a clearly wasted human being. And he's saying all types of wild stuff like, oh, you ready? What, ready for what? She's like,
he didn't even know he had already experienced the day.
He didn't even know the day happened. He like, oh, you ready, huh? She like, what are you talking about?
He thought the day started over.
He's drunk.
He's in a time machine.
You cannot do that. Like, drunk. Speaking of drunk moments, and we're moving on. When Zar hasn't been to this level of intoxication in years. She used to get to a certain level though where I knew we can't, like, we're not about to have a discourse, like, you know what I mean? And I mean like small debates, like Michael Jordan versus LeBron. Like, we can't. I'd be like, all right, you know what I mean? And I would get to the point at that point in the night, and she would be like, why are you not talking to me? And I'm like, cause I'm not. I was
not that bad.
But I couldn't tell her, like, you're drunk. I'm not talking to you because you're not even gonna make any sense.
I don't even remember being that way.
Of course, but I'm saying at that point, that was me, like, being a mature adult. Like, listen, we'll talk in the morning. Like, we don't have to. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, why are you not listening to me? He's obviously not like in his right frame of mind. Send him to bed and then talk to him in the morning.
Yeah, I didn't like that, but that again is her trying to curate the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Let's talk about the blacks. Okay. This production company hates black women. Or there is a traumatized black woman to Netflix Love is Blind podcast pipeline that they are trying to pump out. There is no world in which Edmund should have been chosen for this show. But world.
But not only that, before we even really get to that part of it, we see all these blacks in the land.
Blacks? We're disrespectful.
Why can't we see them in the pods?
How about that, Joe?
There were supposed to be 16 guys, 16 girls.
And there was at least 3 black men that I saw.
We saw them on the promo. They put out the promo. And it was a colorful promo.
And stop using black bodies.
Yes.
For promotion.
Yes.
Y'all did the same shit with Bring It On. Yeah. Okay? And y'all think I didn't know.
Not Bring It On.
Yes. Notoriously, Bring It On did all these shots where these black girls didn't put that much in the movie, had to go back and do reshoots because it tested so high with more black people in it.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, no.
It was like that then. It was like a lot of blacks.
Y'all using us for promo.
Because I saw it and I'm like, okay, Denver is proving my point. When we were in Married at First Sight land, and they were, I don't know if they were.
It was like 1.5 or a half. It was a half.
We can't find them because we're in Colorado. Yes. And I'm like, no, I've been in Colorado. It's more than 2. It's more than 2 blacks there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so the promo came out, and I was like, yes, this is what I mean. Like a diverse cat. We saw none of them.
None of them.
Nobody dates anybody. None of the blacks are dating except for Calabria and Edmund and the.
We didn't even see them on a date.
We didn't even see them on a date. We only saw them have conversation sparingly in the pods, and we didn't see any of the black women on camera in the pods. It was like only Calabria. But I'm seeing them. They in the background. Some of them look real cute. They in the corner. They making tea. I'm like, why we ain't talking to her? Well, who's that? None of them are on camera in the pods.
Why do y'all do this to black women?
It's very weird.
Edmund is sweet as pie. Okay, like just a sweetheart. You can tell he's got good energy and everything like that. My mother just sat upstairs and watched the scene. I had to finish watching the episode. She watched 30 seconds of it and said, what is this trauma he has going on? I'm not bullshitting. She watched 30 seconds. So how in 30 seconds was she able to clock that is something up in there that ain't right? And y'all had to sit down with him, get him ready for this process, sequester him, and do all of this. And nobody knew that it was something up with this baby. It is something up with this baby.
I don't believe that nobody knew. I believe that they did this for production value, and they did this for drama and views. I don't believe that they interviewed Edmund and thought nothing wrong with him. I thought they thought this is going to be entertaining. But
that's the problem, right? Entertaining at the expense of whom?
The problem is they don't care. I felt the same way about we talked about this in the car about Sahara on Ready to Love. Like I felt like they didn't cast her because they thought somebody needs that. I thought they thought this is going to be wildly entertaining, and we don't give a damn who gets fucked in the process. And I feel like they do the same thing where they throw these people in here, and it's shows that are trying to that's playing with people's real lives.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I think that a personality like Edmund is necessary.
Oh, he's so...
If he was sound and like...
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I would love it. He's different. It shows that we are not a monolith.
1,000%.
It shows that we are different and we are intelligent and we are quirky and we have our own thing.
And we can be sensitive. Black men can be sensitive.
Yes.
Black men can be soft. Black men... And not soft in a bad way, just like a soft place to land.
No,
you know what I mean?
1,000%. And it just is a different look. But y'all knew that something was... He was not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all knew
and then y'all pair him with somebody who's equally not okay. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
Oh my God.
Something is up with that little girl.
So
okay?
they are equally not okay.
And they are equally yoked. Y'all actually are made for each other.
I know. They have these conversations that are and it seemed like it happened more once they left the pods.
Yes.
That are like aggressively talking past each other. It's very weird. Like he's saying one thing, she's saying another thing, and it's like almost a battle of subjects, even at sometimes.
She's basically drunk Zar.
Yes.
Right?
It's like, what is happening? And I felt that way multiple points in their conversations, especially when they got to Baja.
Yeah.
I felt like every time they were on camera talking to each other, I felt like, what's happening?
He doesn't seem like it's easy to have a conversation with him, right?
I think he could be a person who is easy to have conversations with. She seems like she has an agenda in every conversation.
Okay. It does feel like she has an agenda in every conversation.
Yeah.
And the problem with the agenda is that she's not talking about anything grown-ass women talk about.
No, she's not.
Oh, if we in a club and somebody fill up on my booty, what you gonna do?
What?
I'm sorry, what?
What was
Are you
that?
serious? Like, are we being for real? Do y'all want to know stuff like that? Be for real. Like, bust in and let us know. Because I'm curious. Like, are these the things we asking grown-ass men?
But on the first, in your first, like, encounter with him on vacation, y'all sitting here having a candlelight lit lunch
literally
on the water. And you like, what you going to do if Debo walks up and slaps me on the butt?
And they're going to say, oh, it seemed like, basically she said, it seemed like you scared. So take out the fact that he big. Make him your size. Wait, what?
But even that was, we say that.
It was a dig.
We say that, masculinity can be toxic. And we say that we want these sensitive guys and y'all want this and y'all want that. All this was her trying to challenge or test his masculinity because he appears to not be a masculine man by the general standards. And that's unfair.
It's wildly unfair. And it also can be something we don't know. I know there's a lot of think pieces about what how traumatic his childhood actually was and everything like that, right? Imagine a baby who has been going through all these traumatic things and stuff like that, and as a man has said, I would never put my hands on anybody, and you felt to challenge that.
Right. Or make him feel small because
or
of
make it more than
You wouldn't do that
challenge.
for me?
More than challenge, you would make him feel small. His thing is that there are other ways for me to de-escalate. I'm not. When he said very clearly, I am not putting my hands on another person, I felt that. That's number one. Number two, you got a black man.
Why would you be
how are you
trying to-
even trying to provoke or
Why would you even be trying to stoke him to do anything like that in the real world that we live in? That's crazy to me.
even hypothetically, I found that to be weird as shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's weird. And I want to like this young woman, but I'm going to tell y'all why I didn't. Like her in the sense of this process. You're not going to get me to believe you had conversations with that man and you actually had real life feelings for him unless you two are on the spectrum.
I believe.
Unless this is love on the spectrum, you're not going to get me to believe it.
Honestly, I believe that a lot, and she fell victim to this too. It was a lot of just pining to make it out of the pod.
Oh my gosh, she won a Metro PCS commercial.
And I felt that strongly about so many couples, so many individuals that I saw in the pods. It was just like, you'll do. Let's do this.
Oh, she a Virgo too, Chad. Well, then it's a fact. She's definitely on the spectrum.
She was trying to make it out of the pods, and it was just like.
And Joe, let me tell you something. This is all strategy.
Yeah.
She's playing chess or something like that. She's trying to be on the perfect match. She's trying to get a Metro PCS commercial. She's trying to get a baby by a foreigner and then get a podcast. We've all seen it happen. Like,
a lot of them was trying. That was Casey's plan until she felt like she couldn't act no more.
well, of course she's a Virgo. Let's talk about them in this whole, after she challenges his masculinity by saying that, asking him if is he going to get his ass beat or is he going to beat somebody's ass for her. She then goes on to say, how do you feel? They all meet up and everything and everybody's having a good time. She asks about him having sex and how he feels that she does not want to have sex or she wants to abstain until marriage.
She specifically wanted to know how he felt being the only man in the group that didn't have sex yet.
Which is weird because she also kind of tried to get with him.
Yes, for comparing.
That's such a Virgo.
That's why y'all deserve each other. Like,
Such a
what are y'all
Virgo
doing?
thing to do.
What are you doing?
But that's what I mean. Y'all deserve each other.
Yeah.
Because it's like, y'all both,
Spider-Man.
something's wrong with y'all.
Both off.
You want to have stupid ass conversation, and so do he.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me? Like, you shouldn't even have. If you really just didn't want to have, if your intentions was not to have sex with somebody until you got married, everybody knows is that you just act like sex is not in the room. You might not. You have like a little physical moments or whatever the case may be, but you don't try to stoke those moments by making somebody feel like they're actually missing out on something. Does that make sense?
But, that does make sense. But even that seems like she was trying to put on. Like, I don't believe that if you was really into this man, it would be this whole, we just got to wait until decision day. You know what I mean? To do it. Like, I don't believe that for 1 minute, especially because in the same breath, you told him that you be having the one night stands and stuff like that.
Girl.
You mean to tell me if she wasn't completely and utterly attracted to Edmund, it wouldn't have popped off like it did for the rest of these Jones that as soon as they got to Baja?
The problem is that Edmund's not a bad looking guy. If he take them goddamn pics out his mammy tap me head.
I don't believe that she is attracted to Edmund.
I don't think she is. But I also don't think he stimulates her mentally. And I think that matters as well. You know what I mean? Like, you want somebody to be cerebral as well. I don't know that he's there yet.
Well, she don't want to have cerebral conversations. She wants to spar. She wants to verbally
She's a
spar.
Virgo. Oh my God.
And so she's not. I don't see how anybody stimulates her mentally. Everything is like a debate.
It did seem that way.
Like,
I don't compare myself to nobody. And let me say this.
He can't say nothing.
He can't say nothing.
What couples? All real couples, the real ones. As soon as they get back to that hotel, who you think they talking about? Everybody in the villa. We gonna debrief the goddamn bartender.
Y'all ever see that meme where they like, oh, you talking to somebody with your best friend and you just like this, but under the table you like,
Yeah.
that's me and Jeff.
What? Especially we leaving 6 other couples or whatever. What?
Me and Joe are taking mental notes.
100% the whole time.
We're literally sending text messages like, we're talking about this later.
Especially if we're separated, girls and guys.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
That's what I mean.
And if
like,
you didn't get the details, it's a problem.
What kind of fake couple stuff is this? You want to fight him because he want to talk about the couples?
That's literally what he said. He was like, so what you think? You think we top 2, ain't number 2? Like, what is it? Oh, I wouldn't compare myself to nobody. I don't think I need to do that because I don't give it. Like, can't you just play along?
Everything is posturing, like, with her, it seems like.
It's exhausting. It is so exhausting. And in truth, it is very clear to me why she is in this process.
100%. Because
she is exhausted. I don't care what y'all say. And y'all gonna want to tussle because she a black girl, and I get it. I want to defend her right to be wrong too. But y'all not tired?
Yeah, it was exhausting. And then in the hotel room, it was just a battle of exhausting people. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like
y'all ain't tired. They were just fighting sleep the whole time.
I mean, he's like crying about not having sex with her. And
I'm doing everything I could do for you. And you wouldn't want to have sex with me. Like, what am I supposed to do? Are you crazy?
But then it turned into like a monologue about how nice he is.
So what, you supposed to snatch the pussy? What, you supposed to grab her by the pom-pom?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, is he saying like...
What is he supposed to be doing?
Was he saying like, I'm not getting no ass because I'm too nice?
That's what it sounded like to me.
It sounded like it went into, he was triggered about nice guys finishing last.
Yes.
And he was trying to say like, all these other guys are getting ass because they're not. I don't know where this conversation was going, but it felt like he was now having an internal struggle with, this is catching up to me. I always end up last, and now I ended up last with my own fiance because I'm too nice, and she just told me that she be out here spreading it wide and busting it low, and now she won't even do it for me, and I'm giving I'm rubbing her feet all day. I'm assuming that I was trying to connect the dots because the conversation was all over the place.
I am just like... But she liked it. The weird part is, she was enjoying it. I'm glad you
caught that, because something about it she was like unbothered by that part.
She was enjoying it.
And I was like, am I reading that wrong?
No, you weren't. She enjoyed it. It was, but you know what though?
Weird. That was weird.
She was enjoying it. But she, y'all, this is the spookiest season. Love is Blind. Like, what the hell is going on in Denver? Is it that bad?
Y'all, it's bad everywhere for the same.
This one is about to be the one. Casey and Patrick. Terrible. Patrick is the self-hating Asian man who was actually coupled up with, was in like a triangle with Anna, whom I loved. Which is who he
should have been with.
But let me be clear.
No thanks to Anna.
Anna was that girl, okay? Like, something about her was just such good energy.
Because she has great personality.
I mean, she had the best personality. Like, it was I hate the pods. Y'all know this, okay? I hate the pods. When I saw Anna chatting with these men, running them, like just giving personality, I said, oh my God, this is what it's supposed to feel like.
That's what it's supposed to test. It's what it's supposed to be. Out of everybody in there, no matter what you look like, Anna was clearly behind the wall. She was like the top girly. You know what I mean? She had quick banter. She was smart. She had a nice sounding voice.
Yes.
She was witty. She sounded cute. You know what I mean?
She is cute.
No, but I'm saying you don't know that.
But you don't know that.
So,
True.
If you're just talking to her behind a wall,
I liked her a lot.
You know what I mean? It's just that she is a full-figure Asian woman in Denver, and I think that's the only reason why she's not married to this day. You know what I mean? I think location, especially with dating. And I think that we was talking about this with my sister. You know what I mean? Basically saying like, I think my sister would be married with children already if she didn't live in LA. LA is a terrible place to date. Yeah. You know what I mean? But especially for minorities, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I think that then when you talk about Asian men, it's different. I think Patrick and Anna are in the
Same boat.
Same boat.
Yeah.
Especially in a place like Denver.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is why this whole situation is so frustrating when she found him and he found her, and then she self-sabotages the whole situation and bounces.
The problem is that I feel like she had better okay. I felt like she had better chemistry with Blake. Loved Blake, okay? Blake was I'm like, okay. They had like quick banter.
But
he was funny. He got a little riz with him, and a lot of people liked Blake. So when he left, a lot of people was upset with it too, okay?
But she's the type to have chemistry with anybody.
Yes.
We talked about that on
Yes.
another show about how some people just got it and they can just
Yes.
click with the wall, you know what I mean? And the wall could think that you feeling me. You know what I mean? And I think that Anna is very much so like that. And so I agree. I think she had a vibe with Blake, but she had a vibe with everybody she spoke with to me.
Yeah.
But you said something about a theory that's going on with Anna and Blake.
Oh, the theory is that they colluded. I don't know how they could have done this because everything is taped, but that they colluded to leave the experiment.
Well, they had
together.
burner phones, you know what I mean?
No, they didn't. Did they?
I'm saying if they did, they could have colluded in the
No,
hotel.
they searched your stuff.
I don't know, man. Because then the one person got in trouble they got caught. Somebody got caught one
Oh, for looking, because they gave them the phone. They started looking people up.
Yeah, somebody got
and they
caught.
noticed that in their history.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. But that's the theory, is that they left together because they said, you know what I mean, let's just bounce and do this on the outside. I don't know if that's true. If y'all got information on that, drop it in the comments. But I do think that...
Well, Patrick thought Casey was going to do the same thing with him. But unbeknownst to him, she hated him. And
that part.
This bothered me so deeply, guys, because there is a population of white women that are terrorists as well. And when we speak about white tears and the violence that it propagates, as well as people that it ruins, just white woman tears, this is what they're talking about. This white woman cried the entire time so she could get out of actually telling this man that she is she's a racist. Okay. And by racist, everybody think, she calling people the N-word. That's not what I mean. I mean that she lends herself to a system that aid and abets marginalizing other communities. Full stop. Her and the rest of her family. I don't give a damn who she said they dating, which I don't believe none of that shit. And when she saw him,
she brought up the family. She was like, well, I can't because my family too.
The same family that's dating others. Girl, good night.
It was her trying to play us like she didn't say to the camera that she wasn't attracted to him.
You literally sat in there and he told you, he was vulnerable enough to explain to you. First, he didn't want to tell you that he was Asian.
Well, he shouldn't have told you, and he shouldn't have had to. And the producers should have stepped in then.
So let's talk about that, Joe. So she's in the pods. He obviously does not want to tell her his ethnicity because he's going through some kind of rejection from a woman who was not Asian before. But
also, this is supposed to be the process. The process is supposed to take the physical completely out of play.
What would you say? You're absolutely correct. Say you're going to the pods, right? But you know you want a black woman. What do you say the minute you get into the pods to see if that's a black woman?
What dish do you bring to the cookout?
I would say, God is good. And if they don't say all the time, then I know. You, in fact, are not a black. You know what I mean?
It's many ways to just ask questions. How do you feel about Charlie Kirk? You know what I mean? You don't even got to get political. You don't have to get racial. You could just, you know what I mean? You could just ask simple questions, you know what I mean, about random stuff and see what their response is. You know what I mean? But this felt very overt. Like, what are you? Where are you from?
It felt.
Tell me.
It cringed me out a little bit.
Because it was a little bit of bullying.
And it felt like a pregnant pause after he said Asian. Because what should have been said by both of them is, she should have said, it really don't even matter. So you don't have to tell me if you don't feel comfortable.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But he should have said, I will feel more comfortable going through this process with you not knowing.
Yeah.
Cause then I'll know if it's real or not, right?
Yeah.
And what it really was is that he was so insecure about it. He felt like he had to tell her, even though he did not want to. He felt like he had to, just to set it up so that if they got to the point in which they could see each other, he knew that okay, she was fine. At the very least, she was fine with me being an Asian man.
Right.
Which I don't know why Asian men get so much hate.
It's the American social standard of beauty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people fall down the totem pole based on what the status quo says. You know what I mean? Because ain't nothing wrong with Patrick.
He's tall. He's handsome. He has a good job. I'm trying to figure it out. What is wrong with Patrick?
But I knew just from the way she was speaking, just from a lot of things that she laid, the flags were there, the signs were there.
A 1,000%.
When she came out to meet him, she would not be physically into him. I knew it, but I held out hope. Because as Zar, I even said when they were sitting down, I said, oh, she giving him some good energy. She's touching him a lot. Maybe I was wrong.
Yes.
Like, she's touching him a lot. She's very close to him. Maybe she's physically gonna, you know what I mean, lean in. And it was all an act. And then she tried to play us like it wasn't an act. Even when she was breaking up with him, she was doing it in his face.
But that's
physically
the weaponization of tears.
Yeah.
That I want black women to do more. And the reason why we have to do it more is because nobody's going to understand how dangerous it is unless we do it. Unless we just start crying and doing things to kind of like gaslight people into making certain decisions, nobody will understand why this is not okay. It was so not okay. I wish nothing for this young woman.
Oh,
I think it was nasty.
It was nasty, especially because
you heard him saying
he said, he asked, "Are you breaking up with me?" He asked her multiple times, "Are you breaking up with me? Are you breaking up with me?" She avoided the question, and then when she didn't answer, he would say things like, "That's cool. We don't gotta go to Baja. We can go out. We can go to Baja next month." And then she'd say, "Oh, I can't." Then he said, "That's cool. We'll go out. We'll have a good time when we get back home." And then she's like, "Oh, no, I can't because my family too." That's when she started saying stuff about my family. Well, my family too.
Her family probably ain't even thinking about, you know what?
They could be.
But before we even get there, she already told us what the plot was. Her ex told her that she needed to go on this show.
She told us
to expand her footprint.
And she did it.
And I wish nothing. I hope everybody in her comments send her nasty emojis.
She did it. But that was also
just poop emojis.
But also accountability for Patrick. That was also the moment where you should have got up and left. She told you.
He's insecure, Joe.
I know. But she told you, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
She told you.
She told you, like, I got a boyfriend back home, and he basically gave me the green light to come on here and get my followers up.
That's literally what happened.
Like, come on, bro.
And it's like nobody's talking about that.
Why? Why is nobody talking about that?
But also, as a producer, the moment you hear that, that's violence, right?
100%.
These, if you want this to be reputable in any way, you have to take these people out of this process. One of the reasons why I love The Housewives so much is because
Andy Cohen,
he's amazing, and although it is produced, a lot of that shit really be happening in these women's lives. You know what I mean? So it's not nearly as produced as this is. Mm-hmm. It's not with leading questions and this and that. It's like so exhausting to watch sometimes because y'all should have hemmed that heifer up by her motherfucking collar and escorted her out of here. Not because she wouldn't have been good TV, but because it ruins your process.
Yeah.
It muddies your waters. It messes with your credibility as Love is Blind. Whatever little credibility you got. Because the truth of the matter is, the OGs who was here on first season don't fuck with y'all. Yeah. And they don't fuck with y'all because y'all doing shit like this.
Yeah, because it sets a bad precedent. I said the same thing about Love Island, right? Where we have these people come on. We don't really care about their motives. We're not really like intentional and thorough in the vetting process. So then it's just like a revolving door of people who's trying to get on and leave with a Metro PCS ad. And then no matter what they do, it doesn't matter if you're a piss poor person on the show. It doesn't matter. Look at Huda. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how you treat people, how you show up. It just matters of how polarizing you are.
Yep.
And if you are, you cannot leave with a person. It doesn't matter. You'll leave with some brand deals. And so you have more and more people submitting who she already got a man, bro. She wasn't here for a man.
She was not. She told you to your face.
And she told you.
And y'all aired it. What was weird about her saying it, they aired it. That didn't make it. I would have cut it out.
I would have too.
I would have cut it out because that says a lot about how y'all went through the process. Because if y'all did any vetting, you would have seen who her ex was.
Yep.
She said her ex was on another show.
Which is like, so now this is something that y'all do. Y'all just out here like, you should do that. You should do that. They still together.
Also, bust down if somebody has found the ex. I didn't feel like doing all that work today. Y'all wanted this episode, didn't y'all? That means I had to come straight after watching it. I couldn't do any Googles or anything. So if you're doing your Googles down there, let me know who the ex is, okay? Because I need to know now. This woman is a terrible human being. It was
terrible.
It was so sad to watch because he almost got screwed both ways. You can get over the Anna thing and kind of chalk it up to the universe saving you from something. Like, okay, I liked her.
Saboteur.
Right. I liked her, but the universe is trying to get me away from something like that. Cool. Maybe this is actually, I would have took it like a sign from, you know what I mean? My ancestors. Sorry, y'all. I think I'm full. I'm sorry. My boobs.
Go ahead, baby.
My boobs hurt. But yeah, you could have took it as a sign. But what she did to this poor man, Patrick, I don't know. We got to change the narrative on Asian men, y'all. We need a marketing plan for them. What's the marketing plan for Asian men? This is a tall man. And if he's in LA, he's got a woman.
I think, I don't know, man. LA is not.
LA got a large Asian community.
But they don't necessarily date each other. You know what I mean?
But he's tall, he's handsome.
But it's not about him. You know what I mean? Just like we were saying with Jazz, it's not about Jazz. It's not about her being, it's not that she's not a catch. You know what I mean? It's about, you have to, where you frequent, the location, the company you frequent, like where you at, like a lot of it is that. It's nothing wrong with Patrick. If Patrick lived in Nashville, he would have multiple women if he wanted. You know what I mean? Even for a place like that. Not to mention if we go more Midwest with it or something like that, I think where he is, he's same thing with Anna. Like, yeah. I think where he is, he's screwed from where he is. And I think he is traumatized.
And he internalized a lot of that racism. He
internalized it, which is why he was very cautious about even telling her his ethnicity, because he knew, even he was ignoring flags because he knew, oh, this might go left. You know what I mean? But she played him because she was all in his face and kissing him down when she came out.
And then had the nerve to say, I be putting things in my mouth. You talking about putting things in your mouth and doing all this crazy shit.
The begging was.
But the begging is a universal issue on this show.
It is. But the sexualizing of the begging is different. I've never seen so many women be so overtly sexual to try to get out of the pods ever before. Everybody's
disgusting.
He's like, hey, how'd your day go? She's like, good. I'm sitting here with my legs open.
Literally.
Wait a minute. No, what?
You know I like to put things in my ear.
Like what?
Are you crazy?
These conversations just went so left so fast that I've never seen so many guys be awkwardly uncomfortable. The one guy, I can't remember who it was like, I don't even know what to say to this.
Cause what? What are y'all even talking about? This was crazy. I can't wait to see what happens when he sees Anna, though, Patrick. And I'm so glad Anna is filming the rest of it. I'm so glad they got her on film again because I liked her.
Yeah. But I also need to know what happened.
Okay.
You got to speak for your crimes.
So let's talk about more conservative right wing. What is more conservative and right wing than a white woman with bad hair and a white man who's actually homosexual? I mean, are they not a match made in heaven?
They gotta be.
The thing is, what is going on with these two?
This is a wild.
This man is a homosexual. If his mama call him gay, I'm gonna call him gay.
His mama called him gay.
I didn't call him gay. His mama called him gay, so I'm gonna call him gay.
Can it be inflammatory, or This is not, by his own explanation, his mama thinks he's gay.
In the history of people questioning their children's sexuality, they ain't been. I would say the percentage of people being wrong when
It's
they
very low. It got to be very, very low. But also, when people preemptively try to strike something before you even know what the hell they talking about, you got to pay attention to it. When Nick was in the pods and was telling this story that was like, I mean, my grandma used to say, oh, what a tangled web we weave. He was tangling himself up in this web only to land the plane that, yeah, so my mom tried to ask me if I was gay. I don't know where that came from. She asked you what kind of ice cream you liked. How did we get to... The story was so crazy. And it went on. It felt like it went on for 10 minutes. Like he started talking about ice cream and fairies and then, you know, his football team and then the sun, the moon, and the stars. And then he got
and then the text messages he shares with other men.
That was also crazy. Because I don't know what threads you in, what text change you in, but I've never been in one. But that's why y'all got to go through men's phones. I've never been in one with a bunch of men where we talking about our penises.
What?
He like...
I don't even like you using that in the sentence.
It's just a guy thing. What?
What guys?
What guys, bro? What are you talking about?
What guys are these?
But the way that he was leaning, he was trying to like, oh, I'm going to speak to this gay thing. She hasn't even seen you yet.
But we saw him.
We saw him.
Listen, she didn't need to see him. We saw him, and I don't even ever believe that I'm a proponent of being able to look at somebody and tell that they're gay or not. However you choose to live your life is your business. But the problem is that he knew he was...
He knew.
It was above him. So he had to do some cleaning up, okay?
He knew.
It was above him. Because as soon as I saw him and I said, you said, are his eyebrows done?
Yeah.
And we went to high school with a bunch of Italians. So brows being shaped up ain't that deep, but his eyebrows were waxed.
Yeah.
And there's a difference, okay? There is a difference. What, sir? Are you kidding me?
That's why he brought it up.
And who brings up, what man who is now homosexual feels like they have to talk about homosexuals?
Like what?
You just don't talk about it. It's just, and not in no shady kind of way, but like, I don't exist in that realm, so I don't feel like I need to even litigate their lifestyle or how it pertains to mine.
The problem was, it was the elephant in his room.
Yes. And hell, it's the elephant in my room. The elephant was in my living room.
Yeah, literally. And he knew that, like you said, he knew that we saw him. And he felt like it was the elephant in his room, so he had to bring it up even though she didn't even know what the hell he was talking about.
She was so far in another world, which is also evidence of being a right-wing conservative woman. Y'all don't even be listening to these men. Because you just laughing and giggling when he said, the way I would have paused.
But then he tried to lean in and said, you know, do you think it's a fad? He asked her that.
Homosexuality?
And then she said yes.
A fad?
I think he was trying to...
He's prayed the gay way.
He was trying to tell her, I prayed the gay way. But I think he was trying to play up to it like, I'm with you, I'm on your team. But also to test to see how much he can divulge to her. Because I think had she said, oh no, I went, because he asked something about, well, what would you do
if your child was gay?
I think if her answer was different, he would have said, well, you know, I have had experiences. Like, I think he would have said...
I love hearts.
Yeah, I think he would have said the I love hearts thing. He was trying to test her.
He was annoying though, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you, when I knew he was a gay man, he was stirring up too much behind the scenes.
He was
doing a little bit too much.
It was too. What's the boy? Funky Dynema? Is that the boy you listen to?
I love Funky Dynema.
Funky. It was too funky. Like, what are you doing in these pods, bro?
You be paying attention.
What's happening?
In real life, it was very messy. It was very messy. And I believe there's a population of people who just love who they love and they just go ahead about their business. But we're not going to sit up here and pretend like there isn't a large segment of gay men who are messy. He just is a messy man. And it was real ugly how he was trying. But when the guy who also had the connection with Annie, he was like, if you knew what I knew,
He wanted to say it. He wanted to say it so bad. But he shout out to him. You cannot on Netflix. He wanted to
didn't.
say it real
Well,
bad.
I don't even think he wanted to say.
I think he wanted to say it. Because he even kind of stated to the bull, like they was here with it. He was like, yeah, that's crazy,
Let's be
right?
for real.
And the other bull was like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because he want to hug you too long. I watched him hug a man on here, and I'm like, why are you hugging him with his whole chest?
But even how he was talking to the other dude, he basically hit on the bull. When she see you, she gonna need a
EpiPen.
Who says that to another dude? What?
What is happening?
He basically tried to say, like, listen, if she don't want you when we get out of here, I got something for you.
But then what was also weird is that he just had that conversation with him, then goes over to the other man and says, oh, me and him. The other man is like, oh, we had the same connection. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Messy.
Yeah.
Messy.
He lied.
Just lying. But that's the messy shit I'm talking about. When you live your life in a closet like that, all you know is lies.
Yeah, that's true.
When do you know that? When do you tell the truth? Good morning, good night.
Yeah.
Cause you're lying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
You wake up to tell lies. You don't even live you don't even live fully as yourself. You trying to demonize homosexuality when you are in fact a homosexual.
Yeah.
How you gonna demonize a lifestyle that you partake in and y'all not? I don't give a damn what y'all say. Nobody is going to get me to believe otherwise. Nobody. That is a homosexual man. And I never, Joe noticed, I do call, I be like, everybody gay. However, I say that from a space of y'all be nasty and y'all be wanting stuff like that, and that's cool. This is an actual homosexual man. And the fact that he's sitting up in this woman's face and she pretending like she don't see it.
Well,
she's pretending.
But this 100%. But this is all about. These women have an agenda on this show, and it has nothing to do with the men.
This is the scheme that Turning Point USA set up.
How about that? They want to ring. They want to make it out the pies. Yep. They want to get the Baja. They want to get to the.
Why y'all want to be married so bad? I need to know that.
I don't even think it's about marriage, though. I think a lot of it is just about
winning.
Yes. And on these shows, the longer you make it, I think they trying to get their check. They want their per diem. They want their day rate. You know what I mean? And it don't have nothing because he could have came out in a Barney costume.
Look at how he's sitting in this picture.
I know. He could have came out in a Barney costume, and I don't think she would have cared.
That is not a man who likes women.
I just think she wanted somebody who was going to say yes to her, was going to ask her.
But the truth is, she's passive aggressive as well.
Super.
Oh, you like your hair like that?
Yeah.
Who says that to anybody? You like your hair like that? Like, bitch, if you gonna say something, say it.
Yeah.
With your chest.
Yeah, please.
You know what I mean? Like, something is up with her too. But that's what I mean, that right wing pipeline thing. And I don't care what nobody say. I'm correct about that too. That is not a woman who voted for Kamala Harris. Okay? And I don't give a damn what nobody say. All right? She's an Aries. Okay, that makes sense because she was very confrontational with the guys at the pool. Mm-hmm. Like, get away from me. Don't be near me. Like, all right, I know they drunk, but damn.
You know what I mean? Doing a lot.
Oh, but she is also Christian. They both love the Bible. I was gonna say they both love God, but we all love God. But they love the Bible. There's a difference.
Did he? Oh, because he was saying whatever she was saying though.
He literally was, but also that.
Like, I'm a
how was it not apparent that he was contorting himself into he was an what is it called? Not an iguana. What do they call
a chameleon?
A chameleon.
He was literally just mirroring her.
Very sociopathically.
Yeah.
It was giving American Psycho.
That's why he would ask her these leading questions. She would answer, "Oh, you think the kid is in a fad too?" And she said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh yeah, me too." Everything was just like, I'm very Rose-like from Ready to Love.
But then I love you. Oh my God, I love you, baby. The baby ain't even hit right. Did y'all hear the baby's hitting your ears?
The baby was
it hitting your drum right?
Juicy.
The baby was hitting the drum all wrong for me.
Very extra saucy babies.
It was extra saucy. The babies it was sprinkles. And okay. Wasn't feeling it at all. They make me cringe.
She didn't care though.
She didn't care. She just glad she got chose. That's all she been wanting to do. Do you see that stupid ass picture with that orange shirt and then black leather? What was that?
I don't know.
A mess.
She didn't care.
Megan and Jordan. I like Jordan.
I like Jordan too.
He's wildly unserious. He should have not been here. He's obviously in the business of fucking bitches.
No,
he should not be here. I don't.
No.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I think Jordan was having a good time on vacation, like people do. As much as Megan annoyed the hell out of me, especially in the past with the Sparkle Megan bullshit or whatever the hell that was, and then constantly talking about how she's rich and she's tired of people, being after her for her money. You know what I mean?
Or being intimidated. This is the exact example. When y'all say men are intimidated by you, these are the exact conversations y'all are having with men.
Yeah.
And as a woman who ain't got no skin in the game, I was tired of hearing about a bitch being rich. Bitch, let me hold some. If you so motherfucking rich, give me some money.
Tired.
Okay? I was so exhausted by it.
Exhausting.
You so motherfucking rich, all this stuff like that. Like, girl.
It was exhausting.
Save it. Also, can we talk about how do not have any creativity? You telling me you got a group of friends and the best nickname they can come up with you for is Sparkle Megan?
But then you leaning into it to the point where every shoe you wear has glitter on it.
I almost feel like
Girl,
she's creating a brand. And the brand is going to be called Sparkle Megan.
I don't know. It could be.
And she's smart. She's savvy. So she knows she couldn't say her business on here.
So she
but what she could say is her
this
nickname.
My nickname. Yeah.
I'm almost of the belief of that. I don't know this woman, but because there's no way.
Too much.
If Love Is Blind, my money is too. I'm not. Right. Y'all not gonna know what I got going on, okay? Especially if I'm the woman. Like if you the man, you should share that because they say men should be providers. But if you think I'ma share it, you're crazy. I'm not letting y'all know how much money I got.
But she was like trying. She was even playing games about it. Like, guess what car I drive?
What? Like
you can't be like this is your identity. This is your self-worth. Clearly, like you are trying to, and now because you're behind a wall, you can't show somebody that you have money or that you have the appearance.
How about that? They can't see the Cartier bracelet.
So you have to keep telling them like, oh, I got a Cartier bracelet on. I drive this.
Yes.
I live here. Nobody knows they don't know. They can't see your tax bracket. And why do you keep talking about it?
I'm going to be real with you. I'm kind of a woman who's kind of like this. In the way that Joe know, like he knows. This is probably something he doesn't like about me. He's going to hate that I say this, so don't get annoyed. I have BDE. Like I am a big swinging too. Okay. So it ain't nothing. You're not going to impressing me is not a thing. You know what I mean? I have more money than you. Like these are the things in my mind. So her obnoxiousness is obnoxious to me as well because I see how I'm the same way a bit. Does that make sense? And it's just like, girl, you want to be known. You want to be a sugar mama.
Yeah.
And the truth is you want to be with a beta male. You've been dating men who have been on your level. So you say, because it's a man in here who had some money. He called himself wealthy. He said that he got the money. He ain't got no kids. But you don't want that because in order to be with a man like that, you can't be doing all this that you doing.
And saying all this silly shit about how you Hugh Hefner and Jeff Bezos. Girl.
What? Jordan lucked up, basically, stumbled upon a bag. Okay? And if he's smart, he won't mess it up. I take that bitch to the bank. I'll be clean. She called me out. Oh, we got to get him a Cartier bracelet. Jordan, if you know what I know, shut your motherfucking mouth and do everything that bitch say. Okay? And don't bother her and do everything she say.
The thing is, Jordan is
he's too independent for that.
Yeah, and he's fairly chill. He's also fairly transparent. Like he told her from the rip, this is what it is. I'm a baby daddy. You know what I mean? I'm out here. I got tats. You know what I mean?
Well, he didn't tell her he had tats, which I kind of like.
He kind of downplayed them after she had asked some more about him or whatever. But he just seemed very transparent. Like, you know what I mean? Talking to her about the kid, talking about stuff that he got to deal with that whole situation. Even told her it's probably easier to date somebody else.
Yes, he did.
And then he seemed he's on vacation.
Which I was like, why are y'all getting annoyed with people who are on vacation?
Because y'all don't know these people and y'all think that their entire existence is them in the pods. You cannot leave the pods and think, but they do.
No,
I know
think,
this person holistically. I know this person.
I don't
He's
think
my
it's
person.
that.
They say that to the families.
No, I think it's more self-centered.
Y'all don't get it. We talk 16 hours a day for 10 days. We know. I know them better than you know. You do. Y'all are crazy. No, y'all don't.
But what I'm saying is, I think it's more self-centered. I think it's that she was annoyed that she felt like she was getting embarrassed on camera. Little did she know.
He wasn't doing anything embarrassing, though.
But that doesn't mean that if I can't control the situation, to me, it can feel like you're embarrassing me because I don't have the control here.
She definitely did not.
And I thought he was being funny. I actually didn't see anything wrong with what they were doing, but I wasn't there with them in the moment.
He was just being a guy at the bar. I've met Jordan on vacation before. We was probably in Mexico.
And Joe was probably Jordan.
I might have been Jordan. You know
what I mean?
You never know. But I think that he was just being a guy at the bar, at the pool bar. He wasn't doing anything. Like, he really wasn't doing anything. Even when she was like, oh, you're ignoring me. He was like, I'm sorry.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, he was having a good time with his other friend who he probably hadn't seen. He don't, this process is also, which we know from people who have actually gone through it, is a lonely process, right?
Yeah.
So you're sequestered. You can't even talk to your mama.
Yeah.
So the only people that you're really talking to other than your spouse is the people who you are in the lounge with. So now you get on vacation. You haven't seen this mother jumper in, I don't know, 48 hours or whatever, the only other people you talk to. So now y'all at the bar having drinks. They're having a bromance. Yes,
literally.
They missed each other. You know what I mean?
You
so
like,
what?
we lit, bro. We outside. We literally out here.
They like, what we was taking shots of next?
For real.
The girl's so annoyed by that, by the way.
Why are y'all so annoyed? But that's because y'all trying to put on, because let me tell you something. You trying to tell me I'm on somebody else's dime?
How about that? Netflix is paying for this. We got to do all of the shots.
I'm doing every single last one. Talk about incoherent. I'd have been in the room arguing with a wall.
He said, you ready, huh? She said, what do you mean?
He thought
the day had just begun. He said, good morning. But then imagine getting pissed. You don't understand what's happening here.
I would have been
just go
lit.
to bed. Let that boy go to bed.
I would have been lit. Megan should not have picked. She shouldn't have picked Jordan. Like, I almost like, what is this that she's doing?
What's Netflix obsession with Megan though?
Also,
it was like she was the only woman in the pods. All we saw was her.
Literally, but it feels like I'm being haunted. Like that dial, like Megan 2.0.
Oh my God,
that's what it feels like to me. It's not a good feeling seeing her.
I just don't get it. Like, she was the driest personality in the women's lounge.
She was
no personality.
Actually, the worst personality.
Like watching paint dry, but she was 70% of the show.
I didn't understand
I don't get why.
I didn't
Somebody
understand
said
it.
in the thread said she must have paid for more airtime. Maybe she did.
This is a commercial for her. Sparkle Megan, y'all wait for the drop.
Yeah.
Y'all wait for it. This is a commercial. And she ain't stupid. You're trying to tell me you have friends that chose to give you a nickname and it wasn't uptight, stuck up, but it was Sparkle Megan.
Yeah, dry. It wasn't drywall. But then it's her talking about she got a big booty.
Yo.
Where did we get that from?
Let me tell y'all something.
She had
y'all must be stopped. Y'all must be stopped. Is the booty in the room? No, did you leave it?
It was not.
Did you pack it with you? You got a big booty. I can't stand when people say that. Because then I be looking at my butt like.
The problem with that too is then Calabria comes out, which.
With an ass.
And then she said.
And legs and thighs.
But then she is talking about Megan's butt. So then Megan turns around like, oh, I got confirmation from the big booty in the room. So then she turns around, calls Jordan from across the room and starts twerking. Calabria, why would you even... Now she feels like, oh, I got stamped.
Literally.
I got stamped from the black girl in the room. Now I'm about to start twerking. Why are we doing this? Did she pay Calabria to do that? Calabria starts smacking her butt like, oh, I can't. I'm obsessed with your booty. She was trying to say it was little and cute. I don't think she was trying to say you had a big old Cardi B back there.
At all. Thank y'all so much for joining us again.
Buy us a coffee. Subscribe to this channel.
If y'all got anything y'all want to say, did we miss anything? Bust in and let us know. Give us the hot pipe and tea because we ain't had time to do our Googles. This is just literally us first look, giving y'all what we think.
Right after, fresh after. We will be back after the next drop, which comes Wednesday.
Yep. So we on it. We did good though, y'all.
Yes.
We on it.
And for the Ready to Love people, we got some more Ready to Love stuff coming your way. We got some more coming your way, so just stay tuned.
Yep. Thank y'all so much for joining us again. I'm your girl, Intisar Eleanor. This is Joseph Conner, and thank you for joining us on the Conner's Couch.
Peace.